That wasn't the way, but awesome.
I think some of them couldn't actually see you.
Yeah, that's why I went for chat instead, but... And they're off.
Basebar in lead again, straight away.
One of the grids completely failed to take off, probably.
Interestingly enough, I'm not sure that I'm not sure where Meat Puppet's drone is. I'm assuming it's still in air, but nice tight group out of the gate.
Very tight group out of the gate. Greens are way ahead. Old school purple coming up nicely.
Oh,
Rest of the teams.
Wasted analog right in the rear.
Whereas Team Wasted was actually advising, have clearly just raised their wheel speed and are going for a bit of a run-in with it. Come on, guys, you can do that. I gave you extra wheels for a reason.
That's okay, we're totally neutral observers.
We're totally neutral observers, except for the fact that I want them to win.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Modify your wheel settings. Come on, faster.
Come on, boys. You got this. Give it power. Give it power. Don't forget about the strength. Don't forget about the strength.
If the Meat Collective actually managed
they're
to
all
get
going
their
for the
wheels
jump.
fixed.
Everybody's. How many of them have seen the jump? Now, there's a question. How many of them are even ready for this?
Well, ready or not, here they go.
Here come the parachutes.
At the end.
And yes, my team. Yes, go on, boys.
Team Green.
Go on, boys.
And Team Dave has lost a lot of most of their vehicle.
Oh, that's not looking good for Dave.
We have lost
most of
Dave.
Their vehicle. We have lost a vehicle.
And the last team in the stack have dropped their parachutes.
One person
Here
juked at
come
the
the
end.
parachutes. And
One on the ground.
Yes, my team. Team
Green.
Boys.
Team Green once
Go
again.
on, boys.
And Team Dave has lost a lot of most of their vehicle.
Oh, that's not looking good for Dave.
Most of their vehicle. We have lost a vehicle.
And the
Dave is off to a convincing lead.
Dave so far looking very strong.
And we
nice
don't need
soft
no
suspension settings.
Oh, DuneBug's here.
We don't need the parachutes. Is suffering tree demise for the most part, it seems.
The Nepcomen, whatever team he's on, they didn't name their vehicle. They're trying, and team has left, and looks
Big
like
jumps from the
Meat Puppet is on the move again.
Yeah, we don't need no parachutes. Team is also running too high suspension strength. They're bouncing like something crazy, and because of this, they're not keeping their wheels on the ground all the time. Still, they keep. They're not going to fit through the gate. They're going to try and fit through the gate. Are they going to do it? I mean, props to them if they can be bothered to actually get through the gate. It looks like they may be bailing on bothering to fit through the gate.
We don't need no parachutes. Is
like,
really struggling to climb this hill, and Wagoner just drove straight round them on the hill.
Oh no!
And now
Indeed, faster than light has actually bypassed Meat Puppet and is not in last place anymore.
It's first for everything. Oh, the parachute's going to back into the DuneBug. It's carnage.
Oh no! Ships matting ships is wrong.
To be fair, it was completely
this is not
accidental.
safe for television.
But using them as a stop block was a decent idea.
Who is on the parachute settings? Because it very much looks not only like they have wheels fighting against each other, but also, come on guys, get that wheel strength sorted. You're too stiff. You have no wheels on the ground. That's your problem.
Dave is off to a convincing lead. I don't even see Team Teat.
Yeah, Dave's pulling it back together.
The next person.
Looks like it's becoming a bit of a fight for second place, but Dave may well encounter some problems climbing the hills that are coming up. What they're approaching now is going to slow them down a bit.
So far, they've been really convincing.
Those hills have been grassed.
Oh, the DuneBug's up. Parachute's still struggling.
Up, and it looks like, the parachutes is... Oh no! Ships matting ships is wrong.
To be fair,
this is not safe for television.
but using them as a stop block was a decent idea.
Who is on the parachute settings? Because it very much looks not only like they have wheels fighting against each other, but also, come on guys, get that wheel strength sorted. You're too stiff. You have no wheels on the ground. That's your problem.
Oh, Dave is off to a convincing lead. I don't even see Team Teat.
Yeah, Dave's putting it back together.
The next person.
Looks like it's becoming a bit of a fight for second place, but Dave may well encounter some problems climbing the hills that are coming up. What they're approaching now is going to slow them down a bit.
So far, they've been really convincing.
Mm-hmm. Those hills have been grass, Tex.
Oh, the DuneBug's up. The parachute's
DuneBug's
still
up,
struggling.
and it looks like, yeah, the parachute is... It's there, but not there at the same time. It's giving it its best. Definitely looking like...
I'm going to drop down into
advantage.
Team Dave's channel and see what they're...
Middle wheels.
How they're talking while they're in the lead here.
I'll do the same for parachutes, I guess.
Carry on, folks. Carry on.
It looks like I'm going to tune in with the DuneBug. Alright, DuneBug. How's it going?
Making progress slowly.
Does look like... No, it doesn't look like that slowly even. Doesn't look like that slowly even. I think current third place, but not by much. I think you can see your second place competition not too far ahead, although that looked like it was a bit of a clangy, stingy moment for no apparent reason. Roger.
Are we gonna need a parachute or?
Still liking that design.
I'm
And
flying back
the
from
bouncy
the
trees.
Space engineers, rubber trees.
Okay, so
Oh my
yeah,
God,
you
my
guys...
sim speed is 0.01 now.
How are you managing that? The server's sim speed
Yeah, the
is...
server is 1 for me, but my personal...
Ouch. I mean, I guess you're not the one driving, so...
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm doing suspension.
Nice, hang on, no. Oh, close fight. So that there is Spacebar and Clockwork, who won the last round, obviously. Anything you want to do here? You got any plans for changes or upgrades?
Don't know. We're tempted to stick another axle in.
I think we're good.
You're sitting third at the moment. Might not be worth messing around too hard. If you're comfy with the design, then get moving. How's your drone looking?
I'm coming up. I accidentally crashed it, so I pasted it in at the last checkpoint, which I think is what I was supposed to do, right?
Correct.
Where are we going to next?
It's at the top of the mountain, I think is where the end is. So.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Got a bit of action between purple and green at the moment.
Yeah, the parachute's finally made it up. Was overtaken by the Goliath, but has now re-overtaken them as the Goliath's struggling with the trees.
Are you saying the Goliath and the parachutes are both quite close back there? Oh, I can see them both as well. So we've got 4 teams in sight at the moment. Nice.
Dave's team is actually doing a really good job of communicating well together. I'm listening to their team audio, and they're driving very competently through these obstacles.
Purple's looking pretty good again as well. That design's looking nice. They've got the wheels set up very flat at the moment. Holy moly! Incoming parachutes! I'm sorry, boys. They still mean business. And not only that, but I watched them go through the checkpoint in the background, so...
Yeah, that was keeping an eye on that.
That was legit. They just weren't dropping any speed while they were doing that. So that means that Green Team are actually reversing back to the checkpoint for repairs. They lost enough trying to get up that hill.
The parachutes aimed straight for the lake as soon as they saw it and just didn't slow down the entire length of it.
Oh, Yep.
Oh, here
Team
comes the
Dave
meat puppet.
has found their first patch of rock, and it has stopped them cold.
The
That's
meat
what
puppet
I.
is coming in hot and hard. It's bouncing all over the place. Oh, the Goliath's found a little ravine and got its end wedged, whereas Tits come just strolling past.
Yeah,
Not even stopping to offer assistance.
While Dave's advanced leader here is very exciting, I feel like I really need to watch the
No, I've got the leader. So you watch the real race.
the developing race for all of the other
Oh.
places, which involves everybody at the moment, apparently, because they are literally all on one hill, taking different routes, desperately trying to be the first person up onto this last bit. They've all got the right info as far as what the direction to go is, assuming they can make this. Okay, so the DuneBug is back in action and pounding
Holy
forwards.
cow! Okay, I just looked at the last objective. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's some room for them to mess up there, isn't there, Tex?
The Goliath's managed to free
yeah.
itself. It's making some headway again.
Oh, God. DuneBug taking some interesting leaps as it goes down this mountain. Closely followed by the ever-incumbent parachute. Much
if
larger.
they detour around, Dave is trying to take this hill the most difficult way possible.
We don't need no parachutes. Literally at this point gives no damns about terrain. Its only concern is, does it lose speed?
Now, while I was
And so
in with them,
it
they
is-
just didn't
Oh my
care.
God.
They were specifically
Okay.
saying we don't need to worry about
Oh
drops.
god, Team Dave they're gonna roll their rover if they don't watch this. They were literally almost horizontal.
Okay. Unfortunately for the We Don't Need No Parachutes, they have just lost their front impact wheels and are currently stuck on them.
The Goliath is literally right behind
Oh,
Tit
man.
and letting it clear the way. They're letting it bounce through the trees and then just following it.
Oh, Team Dave has managed to take the ridgeline, but holy cow, I was sure that they were gonna roll it there.
Parachutes looking in trouble in the background. Purple team just pushing forwards with the DuneBug.
At one point, Dave was on 4 of their 8 wheels. I'll just put it that way.
The meat bag is sadly still climbing that first hill from the lake. They're just getting up it now.
That's stingy. That's stingy. So yeah, the
Goliath and Tit are neck and neck.
But oh, are they? I need to catch up. And we've also got the DuneBug now finally having got up the hill and giving very little damns about how much forward thrust they're going.
The Goliath's gone for the jump, whereas Tit's gone for the ravine.
Okay, just to note, right now we have Dave.
Dave might fall.
Dave severely struggling with the final climb to the point. Oh no, maybe. Oh,
Okay,
hang on.
Nope. They found a good line.
Maybe they've got a line here. Oh, and then it's sticking again. No.
No, don't roll
This just
backwards.
gives time
Oh,
for the
God.
competitors. Where are they? How long before they get into the horizon? I can see some in the background. DuneBug, unfortunately, going off like completely the wrong direction to actually make it up here. I think Dave have got this.
What a clincher, though. I think they have it too, but man, they came so close to disaster multiple times.
That is giving them some trouble. But yep,
And it's Team Dave pulling up to the finish.
DuneBug. Oh no, DuneBug haven't killed themselves completely. They're
And
just
Team Dave is in first. Congratulations, Team
Yeah,
Dave. That
Team
was
Dave in first.
convincing climb.
now looking at second position. We have DuneBug
God.
like ending up in a.
DuneBug.
They misread that terrain so
Their
hard.
batteries have been destroyed.
Where's their scout? Where's their scout for that? They should have seen that there was a massive hole there. Where's their scout? Where's their scout for that? They should have seen that there was a massive hole there. And then, unfortunately, considerably further back, once the
between
terrain
rocks.
started getting more tough, things started to split out a fair bit. Down here, interestingly enough, we have Spacebar and Clockwork struggling a lot more with this sort of terrain.
Yeah,
Is there
well,
anything we
I
can
mean,
offer
now
for
now we're
parachutes
really
to stay out of
seeing
power?
now we're really seeing the limitations of the six-wheel design.
The simple approach and the quick approach does bite you in the arse once you don't have that time advantage of just being able to go, hey, this is included in the build. Very close race now between Not Goliath and the wagon.
I don't really see any
Yeah, I'm
other
interested
way
to
up.
see. I'm interested to see if DuneBug will
looks like we're
manage
getting up
to clinch the second place victory trophy.
I think they've got this.
I think they do.
Shit, the whole way through has been pretty. It's been pretty strong. It's been pretty reliable.
Wasted, I need a rule adjudication if you don't mind.
Hit me
The
up.
parachute is completely out of power. They've lost both their batteries.
It's really
Wants to.
Is there any way they can solve it, or are they out? The only thing I can think of is allow them to build a merge block, or then send the drone back to build a battery and a merge and carry it into them.
Is there
They can't weld, right?
You'd have to go around it.
No,
but
there's
I don't
nothing they can
think
do.
we
There's
have
nothing
the
they can
time
do.
to
Sending
go
the drone
around
back
this-
and building something
this
like you
thing.
can only build in those areas. That works.
But how would they attach it?
going
They've got
around
nothing to
down this
attach
way.
it to. Power it. Would you allow them to build a merge block on the Rover just so
Do
they
they have a
aren't in the race?
connector or a merge block?
I don't
Nothing.
see any other teams. Do you see any?
Yeah.
That's harsh.
If you'll allow them to
honestly-
build a connector, they can be back in the race. If not, they're out.
Honestly,
Where are we going up here?
who is this? I mean, sorry,
Parachute.
who is this? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
The parachute's out,
Oh,
I'm
they
afraid.
got up.
Right. Okay, I'll give him a
Just
good.
keep going along there, maybe a bit slow.
Yep, DuneBug has managed to get up the tough slope, and they are going to make a convincing second place finish.
We have one more.
Yes, that
steep
that
part
design
right
has
before the
powered
end.
through 2 challenges now, both times in second place. I mean, if we were running a leaderboard right now, they would be at the top of it. Given that it looks like Spacebar and the wagon are
Yep.
still a decent distance away,
Yeah,
a
on
couple
there
of
you only
second
have
places,
batteries.
that would rank points-wise above a first and a third, which is what I believe Spacebar are looking at the
Just go up
moment.
there,
Maybe,
try not to
even
go
if
off
they
the
beat
cliff to
the...
the right.
They may not even beat the Not Goliath. It's not even seen
Well,
yet.
and DuneBug, from all appearances, is much more accomplished with their wheel setting modifications than the ones who actually won first place, Team Dave.
That thing wanders all over terrain without too much problems. He says, I mean, obviously here they have
Well,
the last bit that Dave
Anybody
had to
would have a
struggle
trouble
with,
in
but
this
for-
Right a
location.
bit and then up again.
But for a little vessel, it is an impressive.
Oh, it's
little
very
vessel.
impressive, actually. I'm quite impressed with their build.
Getting a bit close to the edge.
Just the fact that they don't have too much concern taking a path like this,
Oh, yeah.
which,
traction and
in all
power
honesty,
already, so there's not much.
is pretty ridiculous.
So clear to the end.
Nicely done, boys.
And
the man that set up those
Convincingly
wheels
finished.
Second place again.
knows how to do wheels.
And notice
have a
it's a
problem-
vehicle that's half the size of the
Considering
first
the total.
place vehicle.
If they have a problem,
We
it's
came back
speed.
from a total, but
Their problem is not reliability. If
Yeah.
you're going to build one of these two in survival, build the purple one. If you
Yeah.
build one of these two in
Absolutely.
racing, apparently you build the slightly lopsided green one.
I'm gonna see how the other teams are doing.
Oh, nicely done. All right, I'm going to take a
Very nice,
screenshot
very
of our
nice.
first and second place winners.
That thing wanders all over terrain without too much problems. He says, I mean, obviously here they have the last bit that Dave had to struggle with.
Anybody would
but
have a
for-
trouble in this location.
But for a little vessel, it is an impressive little vessel.
Oh, it's very impressive, actually. I'm quite impressed with their build.
Just the fact that they don't have too much concern taking a path like this, which,
Oh yeah,
in all honesty, is pretty ridiculous. Nicely done, boys. The man that set
And
up those wheels
convincingly finished.
knows how to do wheels. If they
And-
have a
and
problem,
notice it's a vehicle that's half the size of the first place vehicle.
if they have a problem, it's speed. Their problem is not reliability. If you're going to build one of these two in survival, build the purple one. You want to build one of these two in
Yeah.
racing, apparently you build
Absolutely.
the slightly lopsided green one.
Oh, nicely done. All right, I'm going
nice,
to take a
very nice.
screenshot of our first and second place winners.
Just jump though.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
And it's all fucked.
Oh,
I don't
no.
understand what's going on here.
When we
really don't.
when we lost those wheels, there was an impact crater appeared underneath us as if we'd hit the floor when we hadn't.
Alright, back to the start, boys.